What's up guys, welcome to Billyvisuals, where we're all about visuals, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Puma Parallel X Weeknd or XXO collaboration sneaker. Overall, I think this shoe is very futuristic and minimalistic. The reason why I call it futuristic is because the details on it are sleek, as well as the rear heel where they have this bumper there. It makes it look kind of odd, but at the same time give a Rick Owens type of look towards the runner. Even though the platform here looks really thick, your foot sits a little bit under. And for myself, I'm a really big fan of Weeknd, and I'm super happy that when he first signed with Puma that he is actually working with a brand that cares about hip hop. Because back in the day when I was breakdancing, Puma and Adidas were up there in terms of sneakers, of being able to breakdance in them and chill out and just have some fun in their shoes. So definitely having those Puma moments for myself, and the fact that I'm a big fan of Weeknd and that he collaborated with a brand like this is really awesome. So the first things first, this shoe itself, when you open up the box, the presentation is really good. It's very clean and has magnet flaps on it, and that's of course to be expected if it's a collaboration sneaker with such a high-end artist. And I feel like they didn't do badly on the presentation whatsoever. On the wrapping paper, it has XO and has Puma on it. As well, the shoe is like double wrapped in paper just so that, I don't know, it keeps the smell in, because the next thing you know when you open the box is the smell of the leather, and it just smells so nice. I think this type of leather is nubuck or suede. You guys can look up close and tell me what kind of leather it is. Like, the hairs are really fine, so I feel like it's a bit more too fine to be suede from what suede shoes I've had, but at the same time it totally could be, but I feel like there's more of a nubuck. The color is, in certain lights it hits it as a brown, and in certain lights it hits as more of an olive, and I like that because you have a shoe that is not too green, because if you have it full on green it might be a little bit hard to match like olive, but if you have it like a brownish green, it's cool to match it in between colors, and you can match it just like you would match Tim's. In this video, I matched it with blue jeans, which I felt like fit really well. And when you wear the shoe, you definitely feel like it's more rugged. It's very heavy, and I think it has to do with how chunky the platform or the thickness of this outsole slash midsole is. There is no exactly midsole because the outsole and the midsoles basically combine together. And a really interesting detail is this inside rubber that they put there that is jagged. I'm not entirely sure what the jagged rubber is for, but I feel like it has to do with something about creasing. When you bend here or something, that this creasing might this might stop the creasing as much or more. Even though the visual aesthetic of this shoe is really great, the main reason why I picked it up is because of this. On the shoe, it says Ignite. And that's right, when I reviewed the Puma Evo Knit Ignite, I was super happy about how comfortable and soft the whole shoe was. So I was expecting this shoe to have that exact same comfort, and that's what really caught my eye and caught my attention. What's kind of off was that even though if you press the bottom with your thumb, as you can see in this footage, it's soft. You press it anywhere in the middle, it's soft. If you press it near the toe box or the ball of your feet, it's soft. But when you wear it, it's not as soft or as comfortable as the Puma Evo Ignite Knit. I think it has to do with something about the look of the midsole or the outsole, because the outsole of the Puma Ignite Evo Knit actually did something. It was responsive. It was able to rebound and respond to the way my foot was moving and basically have a springboard under my feet. But for this shoe, it felt more like it was sort of there, but not really. I think it mainly has to do with the framing of the shoe. Now, what I mean by framing is that the cushion, if you push in your thumb in the middle, it's soft. But once you start pushing here, it's hard. And I think it has to do with the block that's put in here. But essentially, they put the foam, in my opinion, this is how I feel about the shoe. They put the foam only in the main center of your feet, like an insole, but on the outsole, it's still hard. Like, not outsole, but like the perimeter of the shoe, it's still hard. So if I push it in here, I can't feel the foam. If I push in here, I can't feel the foam. And I feel like that stops the foam from being the foam or being Ignite. So that kind of really shocked me because I thought Puma would have at least put the most comfortable foam into their sneaker. I mean, that's not the huge deal breaker because the aesthetic of the shoe and the collaboration and the idea of behind EXO and Puma shoe is really, really cool. And the design of itself, it's like, it's a great looking shoe. And the fact that it has zippers, I think is pretty awesome for shoes that have tall laces, because I actually try to ignore and not buy boots that have really intense lacing, because when you wear it in and out and you want to get in your shoe right away, you have to like untie these, unlace them one by one, loosen them up, and then put your feet in. But when you have a zipper and have an easier entrance, that makes your life so much easier. And I know a lot of zipper shoes are actually kind of ugly looking, or there's not enough variety. But the fact that the sneaker boot has a zipper and the top lacing, the aesthetic of it looks really, really good to me. I don't know too many sneakers that do have the zipper other than the Easy 750. But I feel like the direction of having a sneaker type of boot with a zipper definitely works out for me. This shoe is really rugged, but it's also kind of heavy. But from what I can judge, I think it might be 2.5 to 3 pounds, maybe 3.5 pounds. But it's mainly because of this block. I don't even know if I can call it EVA because I don't know what kind of foam they used. But this block, I feel like, is the main part of the reason why it's so heavy. I don't think the leather is that heavy on its own, but the leather itself is very comfortable. They put a lot of cushioning in between the leather panels, and you can just put your hand in there and you squeeze it and you feel like, wow, it's pretty good comfort. And as well as they used olive lacing that matched the exact same color. They have the XO branding. They have the XO branding on the tongue. And like I said before, the zipper was definitely a smart idea. And this pull tab, pretty sure it's useless, but aesthetically it fits. I really wished I copped the white colorway, but this colorway is still really, really good because it matches fall. It matches the fall vibes, it matches the fall themes, and it totally matches with the Weeknd, who is basically the king of fall. It's definitely a must cop because it's really easy to match. It's great looking, it will definitely turn heads, and it's easy to wear because of how nice it is. And also I feel like, because I talked about the Ignite midsole, I feel like this is a shoe that would like break down over time and you'll feel more comfortable. But as of right now, I don't really have faith in the midsole or the outsole. Like, I really like Ignite in the Evo Knit Ignite, and I'm kind of disappointed that this is not as flexible and as cushion like as that one. As of right now, my first impression is that it's a great looking shoe. It definitely looked great on feet, but it still needed some kind of push in terms of the cushioning. Let me know what you guys think about this shoe in the comment section below. Would this be something you would cop? And would you cop it because it's Puma? Would you cop it because it's Weeknd? Or would you cop it because it looks really good? I feel like I copped it because of all three of those reasons. It looked good, I like Weeknd, and I like Puma. So, I mean, it's a pretty good combo if you ask me. Anyways, this is Billyvisuals. You guys just got visualized, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.